Welcome back to Terror by the Bay. I'm David. All right, this is going to be a reading on House Speaker Mike Johnson. He said that members of President Biden's cabinet should consider using the 25th Amendment to remove him in office in light of his weak debate performance on Thursday night. Thanks, Mike. Glad you're looking out for us. Quote, there's a lot of people asking, God, that sounds like a Trump quote, doesn't it? Everybody's coming to me and saying, hey. A lot of people asking about the 25th Amendment, invoking the 25th Amendment right now because this is an alarming situation. Our adversaries see the weakness in this White House, as we all do. I take no pleasure in saying that. I think this is a very dangerous situation. And I would ask the cabinet members to search their hearts. I would be panicking too if I were a Democrat today, and that was my nominee. I think they know they have a serious problem. Wow, Mike, you know what? How about you fix the problems in your own house? Because you got a candidate that's suffering from dementia, and you've got some crazy wackadoodles in your party. Can't 25th Amendment the wackadoodles, but I guess you can put them on the House Intelligence Committee. If you're really concerned about the country, start with that. Start with the stuff you can control. And this is also one of the reasons why Democratic chatter of, oh, we need to get Biden to step down and replace him with Gavin Newsom, it doesn't help. That's not helping. If anything, you're feeding Mike Johnson and the trolls. So Biden's not going anywhere. Get used to that. But I want to look around this energy around Mike Johnson, because this sounds like a total Donald Trump's talking point, especially since we wanted to use the 25th Amendment to remove Donald Trump. Now, Biden had one bad debate. He sounded fine the next day. Trump incited an insurrection and didn't want to have a peaceful transfer of power. Yeah, I think those are different. I think those are apples and oranges. Entertainment purposes only. What's the energy around Mike Johnson in this announcement? It's the Four of Wands. They're trying to exploit an opportunity. They see a gap in unity of the Democrats, and he's trying to blow that gap wide open. It's funny, I was talking about this card with Linda G today. Two of Cups. There's a lion above these two cups, and Trump lies. So he's a lying lion. A lion. This is Johnson trying to blow the Democrats apart, trying to come across as bipartisan, but you've got Trump's fingerprints all over this little arrangement. Underneath is the Nine of Swords. Yeah, with what happened on the debate on Thursday night, this is an opportunity for the Republicans to sow chaos and confusion and division amongst the Democrats. And he's going to charge forward with this and push it to see what he can do, trying to appear bipartisan and putting the country first, but split the Democrats, because this is an opportunity. In the past, we have the star card. Trump left the debate feeling like a star. Absolutely did. And I think he, talking with his political allies, see an opportunity here with this. Current situation is the Queen of Swords. The Democrats need to make some decisions. They need to make some decisions quickly. Now, in a reading I did last night, which went up this morning, by the way, it's about 11 o'clock on Saturday night as I read this, so this will be going up shortly. The Democrats are circling the wagons around Biden, so I think they're making their choice here. But they need to make their choice, and they need to be very firm with their choice and make it very matter of fact that Biden's not going anywhere. Or if you're going to replace him, replace him. The overarching energy is the Nine of Cups. There's no downside to Mike Johnson making this announcement. It'll cause discord amongst the Democrats. It tries to make him look like he's a leader, and that's the biggest frickin' joke of all of it. His house is an absolute train wreck, yet he's trying to come across like he's this sage political advisor with his Machiavellian schemes to fix the country. The lesson to be learned is the hangman. The Democrats can throw, if they get rid of Biden, they can just throw the presidency away. They are going to flush away their chances. This is not the time to do that. Mike Johnson, again, is trying to present this like he's looking at it from a different perspective. He isn't. He's carrying Trump's water. Outcome is the 4 of coins. What's the energy around this? He's going to cause, it's going to cause the Democrats to retract a little bit. It's like when this night comes in, if you poke this guy, or if you expose an animal to a stimulus that feels like an attack, they withdraw to protect themselves and defend themselves. I think of like sea anemones or something along those lines. Or even a snail, for instance, if you tap a snail, it's going to withdraw into its shell. Sea anemone does the same thing as, like a fiddler crab or a hermit crab will retract into its shell. And I think by doing this, you're trying to put the Democrats on their back feet, their back heels, and slow them down. Again, these are sort of intangible consequences of Biden's performance. Linda was talking with Gary and myself today, and she was saying that Biden was telling folks, I guess, in a restaurant afterwards, that he's just going to be himself from now on. He's not going to do what handlers tell him to do, and I think that's going to be a good thing, because his debate the other day, or not debate, the debate was a debacle, but his rally or his speech that he gave at a stumping ground was fine. It was perfect. It's exactly what he needed during the debate. So I have not lost hope yet, but that was an unpleasant Thursday night. Okay. So will the cabinet members be invoking the 25th Amendment anytime soon on Joe Biden? 7 of coins. Will they evaluate his health? Are they going to evaluate it? Could they think about it? Maybe they're thinking about it. That's entirely possible. Kamala's not going to let him do it, though. You have to go. If you're going to do this to Joe Biden, you have to go through Kamala Harris. If she said, and she's already said, that's not happening. Put this thing to rest. I think maybe some people reached out to her to have her think about it, get her opinion. Maybe it may not be a bad idea for Joe to go away. And I think she just said, no. He's not going away. We're not 25th amendmenting the President of the United States. That's not happening. In the past, you got the King of Pentacles. Biden had some health issues. Clearly had some health issues. Again, the first thing I noticed when he started speaking, first thing I thought to myself, I probably even said it loud, it's like, dude's got a cold. Or he just got over a cold. He was clearly ill or not feeling well. And he needs to take better care of his health. Current situation is the 8 of Cups. So we're talking about the 25th Amendment here. And folks contemplating whether Biden should walk away at this point. Is that better for the party, better for the country if he walks? The overarching energy is, first off, Biden doesn't think that's the case. In his speech that he gave on Friday, he absolutely said that, he can do the job. He knows some things. He can tell the truth, and he can do the job. Trying to get him out on a 25th Amendment, that's not going to work. There's too much to overcome, not the least of which is the vice president isn't going to lead that initiative. Just like Mike Pence didn't do it against Trump. Can you imagine how different a country this would be if Mike Pence had used the 25th Amendment against Trump? Would we even be in this mess now? The lesson to be learned is the emperor, taking charge, making decisions, again, Kamala Harris, you have to go through her. She's made up her mind. She's gonna let Joe be Joe, and we're just gonna go that way. We're not doing anything different. As a matter of fact, if anything, all this talk of 25th Amendment, it's gonna have Biden riled up, and it's gonna have her riled up. You might start hearing a lot more from Kamala Harris about Joe Biden, because reporters are going to be asking her about the 25th Amendment and is he fit, and she's going to be up there and she's going to be defending him. She's going to be defending him something fierce. I think Gavin Newsom and Hakeem Jeffries and folks like that are going to, if they haven't already, they will be falling in line. The Democrats will fall in line. Again, from what I saw in my reading that went up Saturday morning, the Democrats are circling the wagons. They're not abandoning Biden. They're circling the wagons around him. Okay, what's the lesson to be learned from all this? This has got to, and I would hope I get something similar to what I got last night. What's the lesson to be learned for the Democrats with regards to all this talk? Work harder. Bringing people in. It's the third time this card's come up as the first signifier card too. Four of Wands. You're kick him out. You're gonna bring him in. There's Kamala again. Yeah, you got to go through. You got to go through Mama first. Mama ain't playing. You're gonna make your decision quickly, and you're gonna broadcast that decision. You got the Devil card and the Four Swords. Yeah, there's gonna be a question. No, do we keep them or do we put them out to pasture? They need to make their decision quickly and vocally. And that vocal person is going to be Kamala Harris. And she's going to beat down anything that Trump and Trump's allies are trying to put out there. And she might have been asleep for a while. As far as, we haven't heard much from her. Or at least I haven't read much from her on the campaign trail and such. And I don't know if that's the media not covering it or if she's just not been vocal. But I think you're going to start hearing a lot more from the vice president supporting the president of the United States. And I'm okay with this. We will keep it nice and short for this one, so I can get it up before midnight tonight. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for your likes, shares, comments, and feeding the YouTube algorithm so my video makes it out to a wider audience. To folks discovering this channel recently or for the first time, welcome to my channel. Glad you found us. Hope you found this reading insightful, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.